I hope you can see. Hope you can see my screen. And let me see if I change a tab. Can you see? Look at this. Yes, you can. Okay. So this is one of the simple applications. Sorry, not one simple application. So one of the applications, one of the examples that are within our curriculum. And if you go ahead and look at the curriculum, let me share the link one more time. Curriculum here. There is a part where we're having the simple movies list up. Like that's week 6. Go to week 6, you can see we have it create a list movies list up. So to just maybe show you to wrap up everything, I just wanted to show you this app, how you can attempt this application because it has some bit of complexity in it here and here, but hopefully we are going to break it down and make it easier on ourselves, so easier for us to attempt. So in just a couple of minutes, I didn't take too much time using Adobe XD. You can again, of course, use a Figma, whatever you can call it, but any prototyping tool you can use to create what I had created. Okay, so it's quite simple, just one page, no like it's not too many colors happening, not too many design, simple page which just has it's not like a custom logo, it's just a weird logo which I found online and it's free to use. So just simple a movie this application. Uh, and each at first it just shows you a bunch of, but of course these movies, but now there's bunch of pictures, but we're going to have actual movies and actual pictures from actual movies. Going to use an API to have the actual movies exist and see them, like not rather random pictures, just actual movies. Okay, but you won't be able to see to watch the video of the movies, but you can maybe watch a trailer, maybe the picture, maybe the rating, or maybe the description, because those things are available. And of course, we will be able to add to search. You can see you have a search for a movie, and that's all. Search for a movie, and the movie will be displayed for you on the same page. Okay? And that's mostly it. Okay? No complication. Like there's no too much things are complicated. It's just a simple one page where you can simply go ahead and search for a movie. Okay, and I give you a movie. It's more like a Google search, but it's only dedicated word for movies. So let's just before actually begin, I'll just break down small components. We have at the top, we have of course we have this part which is the search, which is also you can start components is like quite has a bit of data tracking here. Of course, down here we have what we call the list or the cards containing the different movies. Okay. Although right now it's looking like this, I'm gonna have maybe a change of the app of the movie to make it more cleaner and more better. But now you can go ahead and design your own. In my case, I'm designing it like this, but in your case, you can go ahead and make it way better than what I have right now. But the concept remains the same. So to get ourselves started, of course, we're going to use React. And like always, I want to the same branch, sorry, the same repo, and of course, I want to create a simple branch. And if you have learned for along, of course, I'm sure most of you have turned the same repo. So what I've done, the same repo, okay, the same repo which we had, which was the React lessons repo. As because right now the main branch is called the clean app boilerplate. I'm going to just simply create a new branch using Git. So Git checkout dash b, and I'm gonna call it movie app. Okay, movie app. Very simple. I've created a branch. Okay, so of course, I'm going to use Yarn because this machine which I'm using right now is set up to use Yarn, but APM can work. So I'm going to use Yarn start. Okay, and I'm going to use a couple of packages that we have looked at, and one of the packages I'm going to use to make designing here is React Strap. So React Bootstrap. So I'm going to go ahead and as it's opening, I'm going to go ahead and look at React Bootstrap. Okay, I think I showed you this last time, but I'm repeating it, which is okay on my side and also okay on your side because you are recapping. So I'll go ahead and download React. Uh, Hopefully, let me check if I have the React Strap uh, package in my package. So maybe I have it, and I still don't have it, which is okay. So there. Okay. So I can go back to my React Strap solution page. Then I can copy the link for React Bootstrap. Since I'm using Yarn, I'm going to do Yarn add. Okay. But it applies if you're using npm. You can go ahead and do npm install. See, my case, I'm using Yarn, that's what I'm doing. Yarn add. So I'll do Yarn. Good. So I'll do Yarn add. Then of course I'll add React Bootstrap and Bootstrap 4.6.0. I think that's the same version I'm using for React. React Strap, React Bootstrap, and in your case, you can install the same Bootstrap 4.6. But if you want, maybe you can go ahead and install Bootstrap without the add 4.6 just to have the newer React Bootstrap. Okay. So I'm also going to do something called the go ahead and search for, remember the types, because I'm using what I'm using TypeScript. So I'm going to search for the types for React Strap. So React, React Bootstrap. No, I'm saying React Strap, but React Bootstrap. So of course I'll search that. Of course I hope they give me the types, and it will be types, mixed types. Let's see, you should have React Bootstrap types. Okay, so the I want to install React Bootstrap add types React Bootstrap. So I need this package so I can have the types within type checking within my what my React. So within my React, someone install add types React Bootstrap. Those who have questions on this might be showing the types because we are using TypeScript. But if you are maybe if you are using a project and uh, there's no TypeScript, you can go ahead and skip the part of installing the types. I don't need to install types for Bootstrap because Bootstrap I'm not going to use the CSS, so I don't need to focus on that when adding the Bootstrap types because I won't be using any Bootstrap JavaScript. I won't only cater for using on the look at. So I need this. I'm going to install yarn yarn. This question yarn add. When I add types slash React Bootstrap. Okay, hopefully everything is done. Is it done? Yes, this one's almost done. This one is running, which is okay. This one is about to also finish. So as I'm waiting for them to finish installing, hopefully they'll be finished in the next couple of seconds. I'm going to go ahead and open up my Bootstrap, sorry, React Strap cleanup branch, okay, and have a look at what it gives me. So what it gives me a blank page saying let us learn React, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe change some things here. Of course, now it has been added, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and change up some things here. Of course, the first thing I'm going to change, remove the app, rather the header, just these two lines of code. Maybe I can say movie app, just to show if it's working, if everything's okay. And of course, hopefully, good. You can see I'm having one movies app. Okay, and just set up real quick. I'm gonna import Bootstrap instead of I'm going to have both my app.css and also Bootstrap. I won't have Bootstrap. I have the app. So I can override it if I want to override it. So I'll import, when I import bootstrap slash, I think it is this this slash css, let me check slash bootstrap bootstrap dot mini dot css. Now hopefully okay. I wanna check this. So let me check if there's an error, because there might be an error. They're saying I cannot find the body bootstrap. Okay. I did install bootstrap. Okay, let me first stop the server, but again, because sometimes it refuses to organize the packages. So I'll stop the server. Control C. Okay. Let's do yarn start. Hopefully it recognizes this the bootstrap. Okay, let's see. We don't have a say import. Import bootstrap. Okay, like that. Slash css. No, slash list. Okay. It should this. Okay. Let's wait for it to first finish running and see. Because it should. Okay. So I think I'm having issues with my bootstrap, but it's okay. We can look at bootstrap later on. But now let's just look at React Strap. I don't know why it's not it's failing, but it's okay. Let's just maybe try to create the app with CSS, then we can make the CSS later on. So what I'm gonna do first, I want to create my XC file. Mm, okay, first of all, my XC file. I've closed my XC file. Uh, Hopefully, I've saved the XD file. Hopefully. Mm, okay. So I'm going to first create this part, okay? The first part on top, then I'll put a few cards, like two cards, just to show you how it looks like real quick. Without the CSS, I don't necessarily have issues here and here. So I'm going to do, we want to go ahead and put components. In my components folder, I'm not showing you how I will attempt to do this, but in your case, if you feel like, okay, I can do it in a different way, it's up to you, as long as it works out. So I'm going to have a components folder. Then I'm going to create the first copy is going to be maybe search. Okay. Dot tsx. Okay. Then I'm going to also create a one called cards. Okay. Dot txt. Tsx. Okay. So of course I'm going to bring in I'm going to import React from React. Okay. Then of course, like always, you create a function. So I'm going to call it cards, movie cards. Okay. And want to do function which returns some, maybe this a div option div like that, and of course export default. I'm repeating this because it's just repetition makes when you repeat you become perfect in it. So I'm gonna copy the whole thing here, copy it and paste it. Then I'll change this from movie cards to search form, and that of course the naming doesn't matter because we are exporting default, so it doesn't matter much. Then of course I'm going to just bring in a component and just do this. Then just do this. I'll call it search. So I'll call it movie cards. I save this, okay? Real quick. Then I go back to my app. I want to bring in the search at the top, search form. So with VS Code to index that, and with some IntelliSense, it will show me, it will automatically auto import the whole component. Okay, so I'll close that. Then down here, I need to bring in the cards. Okay? So cards. This was movie cards. So movie cards. Okay, like that. Then I click on it. It just imports for me the movie cards. Simple as that. Okay, so let me first create maybe some dummy things to show you how the app will look like. Then of course, okay, no questions. So, but if you have questions, please feel free to go ahead and ask why is I'm creating this so I can answer them. So I'm going to create a simple form without the other icon. So of course I need a nav bar with an icon. So I can use the nav. So I can use, I think they have a nav in React Bootstrap. So I'm going to use a nav component. The nav component won't have an image. So I can have image. Then have an image, also an image, image, image. Okay, they have no image. They have no image. What image component? But I can just create an image like this image, like that. Okay. Then of course I need the source and the item just here as logo. Logo here. Logo like that. But now brand. Let me first look at React App some bit so I can see what I'm creating. So here, then just search for nav. Just to cheat somewhere here. So nav bar. I'm going to create a nav bar from React App. Okay, so I'm going to cheat somewhere here. I need something like this. Okay, the second one, something with an icon, then the actual something, the actual text. So I'll copy this. I think I'll copy this. Being lazy, I'll just copy. No, I don't want this. This will the nav bar, then a nav container with some link. Then no, that's too complicated. Let's search for another one. Nav bar here, simple one. This one's also a bit more complicated. Let's something simple. Let's have something simple. This one is simple. Maybe just use this second one. This, where is it? I think there's one which I like. This one here. Okay. So yes, copy this up. Copy. Of course, I'll paste it here. Because it's just like normal HTML bootstrap. So I'll copy and paste it here instead of struggling, trying to understand where this is coming from. So I'll just bring in nav bar here instead of nav. I'll bring in a container. I could have done clicked here on the error, then click fix, then of course I import. Okay, just like that. Of course, this is showing me weird errors. I need number, I need container, uh, container. Okay, why is it not showing? I need, what are you saying? Has no module. container. Okay, if you have no container, I don't mind. I will remove you. I'll remove you because I don't want to have issues with trying to deal with other packages. I'll just change it to a div to see what the same way. Okay? The class of container. Class name of container to see what the same way. No difference. And okay, like that. Of course, that the saying expand is an attribute. Of course, if they're having this error, just remove these attributes. Okay? Because sometimes also this one also move the attributes, move the attributes also. Just make it simple as if it just bugs you here, yes, remove all the other things which bring errors. Okay, so remove also brings errors. Remove it. Okay, just have a class container, navbar, div here, navbar, and div. I'm done with that. Voice content saying cannot resolve React Bootstrap. Let me check. It is all types. It is all the types React Bootstrap. But why is it complaining again about? Okay. If it fails, I'm not just use plain or Bootstrap. Otherwise, it keeps on failing. Okay. This is taking so time to figure it out. Okay, let's try. The last time it fails, I'm not just understand. Okay, taking out of our time because if it fails, I'm going to move Bootstrap. I'm going to just use the more designing. I'll do it later on. Okay, because it's just not doing what I wanted to do. It is again, I will ignore it and use my normal JavaScript and CSS without any. Okay, it has failed. So you know what? I won't. Does it fail? It's working. It's working. If it fails, I'll just have to. This lesson, I'll just simply use what? I use normal HTML and CSS. Sorry, normal CSS without Bootstrap. So I'm going to remove all that. Change on to divs. Div. Of course, I remove this because I don't want to spend time debugging uh, packages, which I don't need to. I need to remove this. Just like that, because remove this also. Just a make sure what is our nav. Okay. Of course, I remove all these weird divs just to avoid errors here. Here, I remove everything. I have just a plain container with that, and with maybe here I have movies up, movies up. Okay, movies list. Of course, movies list. Then, of course, I'll have an input, a form. Should be a form. Yes, it should be a form. So, and have here. So having this, remove this also. Down here, I'll have an input. Okay, then a form type. Okay, type will be equal to text, and to be having a placeholder called of search your favorite movie. Search your favorite movie. Doesn't matter. We close this. Yes, then we, like that. Then of course you compile. Then of course you will not have some bit of cards. So how do you put a card? So a div, two divs, div, div times. I need to them just to show you and having some words. The rem 5, rem 3. Then of course down here it has an image at the top, an image saying maybe movie. Okay, the movie here. Like I'm having different, them. Okay? And of course, I want this to be having a class of movies. You can just use some CSS, let's say movies. So movies, then I save this, I format, okay. Then to make my life more easier with that, using the package React Bootstrap because it's having issues here and you have to configure it again. I'm going to go ahead and go to Bootstrap and Bootstrap and get a CDN, use a CDN for now. Okay, just make my life easy. So I want to use a CDN. Come here, copy with the CDN. CDN is here. This copy. Go back to my public.html and paste it here. And paste it at the top here. Save this. Just to avoid all those weird errors. Okay. So now I'm having my input and my movies. So I want to create some few cards, like 3 cards. Okay. So I'm gonna search for cards in Bootstrap. I'll put some few cards. I need cards. Yes, got 2 cards. Okay. Now I'll show you cards. Let me use this one here. So I'll copy the HTML. Go back to my cards here. I remove this. I put my card. Of course, I'm going to complain about things like style. Of course, I'm going to remove all this style here. Remove, change the class to class name. So I'm going to search for this. Control F. So I hate in this, but it's alright. So I'm going to have this word only. So I change to class name. Replace everything. Okay. So of course now I don't complain anymore. Otherwise complaints complaining about the image, I'm sure. So I put a slash here for the image. The complaints will go away. And of course, hopefully, because that talking about the href, someone just do something like okay, like link. Okay. Then I save this to avoid errors. Okay. Then of course I'll check. Okay, check. And of course it's complaining. Oh, but now it's better. Control 0. All the card is humongous. We don't mind. I'm not just use some columns, real quick columns, column, yeah, columns and rows. So I'm going to do this real quick. So rows column make it container, call a bit of row and column. So I'm going to do this real quick. Control copy. Change this back to my movies. I'll make movies. Then I put a class called row. Okay, then the card will be having a class of column. Okay, not have 2 cards, 3 cards. Let me say 3 cards. Control copy. Control V. Control V. Okay. Now it's like HTML and it's wasting a lot of our time, which is alright. I don't mind about HTML. Okay, now I'm having 1, 2, 3 cards, of course. Then make also this one a container. The container here. Container. Contain. Okay, so I saved it. Hopefully it will look nice and better. Because it looks way better. Okay, way better than the way what I want it to look like. Okay, now let's get to the movies. Bit of it. The movies API. Okay, so I'm going to use some movies API coming from let me see the movies name from some site called API dot movie dot the movie db dot org slash 3 uh, the movie db. Okay, let me open up my okay. Let me check my uh let me check my WhatsApp. It should be how can I get through this? Okay, but stop this presentation. Then I open up something else real quick here. Open up my chat and I look for that. So what I'm opening up, I'm also removing the chat. I'm just opening up this. Okay, now let me share again. Good. Okay. Oh, so they should be here. This movies API. Good hope. Mm. So it's called the API the movie.org. Can you share the link with you in the chat? It's here. It's quite a long thing. Okay, but hopefully, let me see if I remove the three here and see API the movie. Okay, so the API movie DB. Okay, and the movie DB has it's like an open source API. Okay, it has a bunch of movies. Okay, an API which shows us different movies. Okay? So shows you API. You have to input the API key and all that, and hopefully I did. Let me check the chat. I didn't. Let me see. Hmm. Of course, you can go ahead and put an API key. So the first thing is you have first login in the movies DB. But in my case, I've given you something which already has an API key. So but you have to go ahead and join the movie DB, sign up with your email and password. Uh, because you put the email, you go ahead and put your email. Because it's a closed API, means you have an API key. So you sign up for the I think I already have the account already. Okay, so just log in, market and log in. But I remember the password. Let me check if I remember the password. Because the password already. But in our case, you just have to what? To go ahead and let me see if I remember the password. I think I've got the password. I've got the password. Okay, but in your case, I've given you a link which shows you which has already an API key with it. Okay, so that's the link where I'm using the API key. Okay, so by now this is showing me a lot of JSON data, and it's not what it's not organized. So if I try to zoom in just a little bit here and here, shows me like it shows me like for example page one is a page. Okay, show the page of each movie, the results. Of course, I saying others is none. Of showing me if you look at starting from here, okay, it shows you a list. Okay, one shows you the adult, like one movie, and I'm showing you different. It mentions a bit complicated. Just copy the whole thing and maybe create a JSON file here. Okay, just here, JSON file. Just do it. Let's do movie dot JSON, and I paste the whole link here. Of course, I'm gonna format it, format document, make it so easier to read. Okay, so now it's easier to read. So if I go at the top, okay, I'm having uh some data. Okay, I'm having a list of movies. Okay, so I'm having the first movie is having an ID of this weird number like 63235. It's having the language, it's having the original title, it's having an overview, it's having the popularity, it's having the poster part or the image. It has uh release date, it has the title, it has it has no video now. It has voice. It has word count. Okay, so it's showing you like a different movie, and all the different movies, they have the same kind of data. So it have either or false or true. They have the past. They have the genre. They have the general IDs. They have some of them have IDs. Don't have that the general IDs. So it has the general ID has one. So it has one, two, three. But it's what I'm using is just an API. So we don't worry about all these different general IDs. That's what the API gives us. This object uh, having an ID, the language, the title, the overview, popularity, the poster part or the ID for the poster, then the release date, then the title, then the video. Let me check again to be on the safer side. Mm, Okay, and this is let's first go ahead and do something with this API so you can see that the actual data coming out from us from this API. Okay, so now I'm having this. The search will be the last bit of it, be the last thing we do. So this first day we just simply grabbing all the list, okay, all the data from the API. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to go, of course, go ahead to my app, okay, because I'm going to use props, okay, to get the data. Okay, so I'm going to go to my app, then make the same thing we did with the API which I had, okay, which is excuse me, the same thing we had with our API. So I'm going to use the same method, but I use effect and what else did I use? Okay, okay. So with the what was it? The fetch, I'm going to use fetch, but now I'm thinking. Okay, so the first time I'm going to create some state, okay, for my movies. Okay, so I'm going to use state here. Okay, comma outside I'm bringing use effect. Okay, I'm going to also go ahead and create a list. Okay, so called movies, and rather an array of movies. Okay, comma and set movies. Okay, and I create it to use effect, use state, yeah, use state. Okay. Then of course, to make sure to avoid some errors, I'm going to go ahead and say any, then array of any. So here I'm simply saying the return of the use effect of the use state is any, and an array of any. It's an array of any. Yeah, it's an array of any. So it's an array of any. It's an array, okay, which has other objects. Okay. So back to my app. Okay, let's close this app. Let's just close movies and also this. Okay, so just this is just TypeScript, any bit of it, but not. I'm trying to avoid some errors when I come to mapping, okay, to mapping the whole array, okay, and also when I kind of set the movies, I don't want to avoid some errors, okay. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do uh, React, sorry, use effect. The use effects, of course, it takes in a function, okay, as one of its arguments, okay. So this and also a dependency array. So my dependency array will be just be an empty array, okay, like that. Then of course I'll use the fetch, okay, like that. Then I'll get this our movies DBI with this link here. Okay, so I'll grab this link, copy. Okay, then come here. It's quite long, so I'm gonna put this part in a variable. So first const API underscore URL equals to okay, equals to this supposed to be strings, double strings here. Yeah, also, okay. So this long API, okay. Of course, I'm going to show you this later on, but for now, I'm just want to show you something. That's why I'm having the whole link. Okay. I'm going to show you what this, like each part means. Like, for example, you have this question mark here, you having this API key. I'm going to show you this later on. I think on Wednesday, I'm going to go back and we look at this one more time. For now, I just want to show you something real quick. Okay. So, I will pass this. Not that. I want to pass the URL, the API URL, then dot then. Okay. Then takes the function, I think also. The function returns takes in, let me see, let's do this. Let's do shortcut, let's say JSON. Let's do, no, let's just do response res, then JSON, res.json, res.json, like that. Then again, this is gonna do our magic. Okay, so let's format this, okay, to make it look nice, okay, like that. Then of course here I'll take the data, okay. Then I can log out the data here. Log out the data, okay, just like that to check what's in the data. Let's save this. Hopefully it runs. Then it shows me the data, okay. And I go back to my application here real quick. Inspect, my quick inspect console. No errors, good, which is something good. Then I check my objects having uh, page one, then results. Then I'm seeing how many? 19. I'm having only 19 arrays, but it's okay. I can have 19, but later on I'm going to have more than that. Okay. So of course I can see I'm having one, two, I'm having all this data in an array, so I can go back to my application. I can now get that dot results, that six results, not data. So I can see what does results give me. Okay. So results gives me an empty array, so an array of a bunch of items. Okay. A bunch of objects. So instead of now having this data dot results like that, I can come and say set movies, like we did set movies. Then what is it? Set movies. Then I pass in the data dot results like that. I format this. Okay. Uh, yes, like that. Okay, I think this will work out very quick. Then let me check. Okay, I will check this. So now I need all the data to be around here to be created into rows and columns. Let me just do that real quick, real fast, because there's no, it's not quite complicated. So remember, I'm having the movies inside what? Inside our app. So I'm gonna pass the movies as a prop inside our movie cards. So I'll pass in your movies, okay, equals to movies. So I'm passing it as a prop. So just put here some notes here. Passing movies as a prop. Okay. So that so that they are available in the movie cards component. So you see if it is adding up. Props you can always use post, but of course that complex and hope that has no property called what of movies. Okay, so I'll go back to my cards, then I just put here props. Okay, props. But now there be any, just to avoid issues arising from TypeScript complaining. And of course this error will go away once I put props equals any. Because in actual terms you have to actually put the whole define the type of movies. but I'm gonna do that later on. So now instead of having this card with all this bunch of two cards, three cards, I can have one card. I just come here and do the map, okay? Mapping the movies. So I can do movies, okay? Dot map, movie cards. So props of movies. Props dot movies, okay? Then dot map, okay? Then I take it takes in it returns, okay? Return this, okay? Return this here. This card, okay? Up to here. Control X, come here, Control V. Because why is complaining? Because I forgot to close this. And here I have issues here. Okay. Control Z, let's first go back a little bit and see why it's complaining. This card here, where does it close? Close here. Mm-hmm. Okay, why is it complaining? Okay, let's see, return some H1. I'm going to see H1. But the error goes away. So I just need the card. I just need this card here. But every time the card starts complaining, let's see this card here up here. Control X. Okay, no complaints. Come here, Control V. No complaints. Good, good, good. So you can remove these other cards because now I won't have uh like that. Okay. So of course it's complaining. Yeah, I think it's this is complaining. What is complaining about? Control Z. Okay, 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 okay. This part is saying this part here. Okay, I'm missing a closing div. Ah, okay, my. Let's close this div. Okay, good. So now I'm going to have after doing this, it's gonna be something like this, okay? Like some weird looking, some weird looking what? Looking cards, okay? That so I need to have cards with three columns so I can put how do I put the columns? I do -3, see? -4. So -4. So I just need to come here instead of having you can say -4. Okay, I save. Hopefully it will look the way I want it to. Yes, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I'm having over 19 different cards. Okay, because our API gives us 19 different values. Okay, so instead of having this long text, I can have check my API. What does my API give me? With my API here, inspect. Then I check the console. I just beside a bit. Uh, refresh the page, see the console. It's giving me uh, the overview. So I can have movie.overview. So here inside my map, it takes in the item. Okay, so the item will be any type of was to compare about the types. We are using TypeScript. So I can have here movies, movie.any. Sorry, the overview. I was saying the overview. Then of course now instead of having that dummy text, I'm gonna be having the actual values, okay? Like that, okay? Alice, zombie, blah 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 blah, all that, okay? Then the next part I'm gonna change the title of the movie using what was the name of that of the name scored title. Okay, let's use original title. Okay, instead of title. So I go okay, let's see. So I come here to having title with title here, got the title, I'll be having movie dot original title. Hopefully it gives me something better. Yes, okay. So I'm having the army of the undead, the army of this here, blah blah, all that. Okay. Next part is I want to put the image, then I'll do back to explaining. Okay. So the image, the image is on a different server. So it's on the same server as the API. It's on the let me see, it's called image dot the movie db dot org slash t slash all this I'm writing is of course my documentation, but I don't want to bother with the documentation right now. W1280 slash then the image MCS try to get an image using this console using this same API. So the backdrop path, is it the backdrop path or the let's try the backdrop path and see. Control copy, come here, this one here, paste this one here. Hopefully, they give me an image. Good. Okay. So now I need to have this link here. This one here. Copy. Come to my CSS. Sorry, to my React. Then I have here a constant. Okay. I'll call it image URL. Yeah. Equals to the link. Okay. Link here. Then I'll explain all this later on because it's concerning the API, not concerning the React. So I'll come here instead of having, who is it? Of having this image here, dash here, I'm gonna be having um this, not having this, okay, having some string concatenation, and I'll be passing in, I'm not passing the image URL underscore URL like that. Then I pass in also the what was it called? What called? I'm still complete. It was called the back drop path. So the back drop path. Copy here. Come here. Yeah, do movie dot backdrop path. Okay. Hopefully it shows me an image. And then it will be done. Okay, what is complaining? Yes. Okay, now I can remove this. Okay. Oh, looks alright in my case. Okay, so I'm having although it looks a bit kind of odd and off because I want it to be in the center, but it's okay. So I'm having a movie, okay, this movie here, some text about it. Of course, we're going to create a different page for each movie. Maybe have a simple trailer or maybe a pop up. We'll discuss that later on. I was hoping to have maybe a pop up when I click on go somewhere. So go somewhere. Let's just have let's move that link here. And now, okay, what this we'll put it later. Let's just let's just have go to this have instead of having this guy, let's have it. View trailer. View trailer. We're gonna have that. We'll look at that later on. Okay. So let's change on to so primers make it success. Just something different. Okay, some more things I'll change. It's movies, raw movies. I want movies to be in the center. I can make it in the center. I'll fix that later, okay? I'll fix that this side later. But now what I want, what's focusing on is us fetching the movie, us fetching the image, and us having this having some image, some the title, then some text about it, okay? And if you search about this movie, it's there, okay? This movie is there. Like for example, which movie can I talk about? Like for example, this movie, which movie? Godzilla vs King Kong is there, okay? Movie is there. It's in a time, blah 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 stuff, okay? This whole movie is there. So these movies are actual movies which are there already, okay? And I'm gonna say this like a sample of what I'm gonna be creating by the end of that of this movie creating session. Okay. Okay. So, but and then the part left is for us to search the movie. Okay. When I search movie, search something here, and I click maybe enter. I want to have what I've searched in this movie to appear on the page. That's all. Okay. You're left with. Then the styling. Uh, then the when I click on the view trailer, I want to have a pop-up, okay, showing me the movie, okay, the trailer of the movie. Which would they I think do you have a trailer? Let me see the API. Does the API have a trailer? Let me check. They should have a trailer. Console. Oh, that's great. Refresh. Let me see. It has the genre, it has the poster, it has the list. It has no video here. It has a video? No video. That would be that all false videos. That all of policy. Okay, so we find out another API to use to deal with that with that with that trailer. Okay, so the trailer will come in later. But for now, we have basically finished the whole this part which I've shown you. This UI here. Okay, although mine looks a bit kind of old and off, just styling, which I will do that later on. But you can see I'm having this card with with an image, then with some text below. Although there's a better of showing the text, which I'll do that later on. But for now, I'll make things as simple as possible and with less styling. Just focus on the functionality rather than styling. And let me see what else is left. Nothing more. Nothing is left apart from the styling. And this view trailer, which I'll deal with on Wednesday because it's just a small thing, but I have to do some research. This API, I'm going to get a trailer from but then that I do think they do have the trailer bit of it. But if you don't have, it's okay. And but by now we have something I can see some movies. Okay. Although I'm not showing all the movies. Let me see the API. They should have a way of changing the list. This let's say page two. So let's say page three. Let's see what happens. So please show the different movies. Okay. Yes. So you can also could have navigation within our API. Okay, we'll be having navigation. But when I click maybe some list, I can click on different one, different pages. Okay, to see different movies, different list of movies. So in our case, if we have changed from to page, have shown me different movies. So if I change to page, let me see page 500, page 500. Hopefully they don't show us movies. 500. Save this. When I refresh the page, it's automatic. See, this is the last page. Okay. All this, but I won't have it. Not someone going ahead and changing the API this manually, but you having a list of pages, you can click and it will change. Click changes. Okay, so I've talked quite much, so I want just get some questions from you. Then on Wednesday, we're going to deal with the search and also the navigation. Okay, finish off the application. Yes. Okay, so questions? So has no image. It's okay. Questions? You guys have questions? If we should just type them because I'm waiting for them. questions. I'm waiting for questions. 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 Okay. Oh, and okay. So as getting questions, I think there is where I got the API and all this and the API moving DB, and because I was too lazy to go ahead and research the whole DB and API thing. What I was trying to recreate, I think I got it from someone from my YouTube channel. Same, maybe I should share this link with you. In a moment, let me share what's the name with you. Let's go to YouTube. Then I can share the link. So, because this guy went ahead and did, let me show it to you because it's quite intuitive. 10 hours. Okay. So, I'm going to share this link with you.
Hello, everyone.
So, most of the applications that I've shared with you within our curriculum, uh, this guy called Bob went ahead and he did all the SIP applications, the countdown, the quiz app, almost all these applications. Like I think even has more applications than I put in that in the in this course. Some of them got online. Some of them are not there. Some of them are there. Like the movies app is there. The quiz app. I think he has no quiz app. He has a quiz app also. Uh I think he has also some to do app. So it's a 10-hour video. Okay, it's a 10-hour video, but it has most of the things in JavaScript, okay, not in React. Okay, so this work is doing is in JavaScript. Okay, and you can see if I open up maybe I can open up stuff. Let me just open up his GitHub repo. Okay, I think it's yeah, oh, it's one yeah. So GitHub repo. You can see it does have it has like the countdown drawing app. It has generator, has quiz app, recipe app, to do app, weather app, all these different applications, okay? They're all there, okay? They're all of the different applications are there, okay? They're all there, but they're all in pure JavaScript, okay? So the challenge is since you're already creating the same almost something close related to these applications, they're almost the same, some are not there, some are there, you can go ahead and look at his source code and then try maybe like the logic, bit of logic, and try to apply it to React. Of course, some parts may fail because the way the approach of React and just are different. But in a way, we can replicate the whole application within uh, React. Okay, although it gets a bit tricky here and here, but most of the stuff you can do in just you can use React, and it becomes more easier to do. You work in React, and he will tell you like, okay, this is easier to do in React. This part is easier to do in React. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you because most of the applications which are online, like most of the free, let's say, to begin out when you're creating maybe JavaScript or React or what, uh, this person put his time, sat down, he did all of them. Okay, all of them. Okay, and that's 10 hours, 10 hours of non-stop. Okay, So if you have free time, please go ahead and watch this video. It's quite I can recommend this video because the way it helps you to build up your React by duplicating the same projects from JavaScript to React. Okay, it can get a bit tricky and it will help you to understand React more because you are attempting to build something which is JavaScript, which is straightforward, and then try to apply things like state, use effect. Okay, so how do I approach this? How do I approach this in React? Okay, by thinking, by just grabbing the logic. Okay, it helps you to think more by going through both React and both JavaScript. Okay, so I'm recommending this because our other was searching here. I found this person he already added the movies up and he did most of the stuff. I think did I clone? But you can go ahead and clone his repository and have a look at his work because it's in JavaScript. It's easier to go ahead. You don't need to install any third parties. Just go and install just HTML. You'll see it. Okay, it's quite an amazing channel. So his channel is quite amazing, and he does this. I think it has this project where he does these things most of the times. He does 10-hour projects, 10 projects. So if you have free time, sit down for 10 hours. Maybe if you find because I think he has some dividers here. You can look at maybe I want uh the perfect generator. Just look at it, okay? So I recommend this and I'll share the link with you guys. So feel free to go ahead and look at his channel because it's 10 hours. I don't have 10 hours to sit down and explain our applications because we have so much to cover. But sit down and try to make the applications within what? Within uh, React. Okay. And if you face a challenge, please please contact me. Say I have a challenge. Okay. If I have a challenge, I think I'll reply more than I would. If it's a challenge, I'll just reply real quick. Okay. So but on Wednesday we finish our application real quick. I think it would be way faster. I finish like 2 3 seconds. Okay. Like no sorry, like 30 minutes will be done. Okay. With what you are missing. Then of course if you have time you can say Eric, let's us maybe look at how we can duplicate the same application maybe the quiz app. Okay, so look through his repository, then any look and check if you find like you need to want to for us to recreate any of these applications. I think the same application, some of them are not even here. I think I added more than he did, but it's okay. They're almost the same things. So okay, let's replicate this. Okay, we can because in a way this person has already they made the UI for us. We can steal the UI. Okay, we can just steal the UI from him. Okay, instead of suffering with the UI, we just take the UI but have it in React. Okay, so that's point. If on Wednesday after finishing the movies app, we look at something different. But if you feel okay, you have looked through all this, but you have maybe find the one challenging, one of this application challenging, feel free to say raise up and say, Eric, let us in this lesson, let us look at how we can replicate this this part, okay? Because Wednesday it's gonna be like Wednesday this week is gonna be like we are free, we are passing through, we are covering everything up. Then on next week we will commence on the Numa project. Yes, some parts, not all the parts. Okay, so I think I'm done talking. And if you have no questions, you can thumbs up in the chat. Where are we supposed to? What we're supposed to do for this project? Or for this project? No, for this project. But now, uh, You don't have to do anything, uh, but you can feel free to go ahead and add on it. Okay, I'm going to push it off to GitHub real quick. Let me just push it here before I forget. Uh, branch. Feel free to add something to it. Okay, feel free to add anything or free to change anything because you add git commit. So the project, feel free to add anything. Okay, feel free to add. Feel free to add whatever you want to add. Okay, feel free to add more. Feel free to change the CSS. Feel free to make it more beautiful. Feel free to anything. Okay, but for your case study, for what you can do within a few days. Okay, I'm saying please go and look at this video and just look at yes you can watch like time with speed. Just watch through it. Okay, then you can look at his GitHub repo because it's open. Okay, then try out some things here and here. Maybe this is it's quite simple. Can count down timer in React. Okay, but try to do everything in React. Don't attempt the JavaScript because that's repetition and that's not uh, adding you as a developer. It's not teaching anything new because you're just copying and pasting his code. But if you go ahead and do it in React, you are adding something to add to yourself as skill. Then you're also uh, improving. Okay, good. But you think about the project for what I'm talking the project which I'm talking about, which we'll discuss next week, is the Grima project. So that's a link to the Grima project if you should have it. Good. So since you guys have no questions, okay, we're gonna finish our awesome movies app and then host it on Netlify and